What's up everybody, it's Joe from Mobile North, and I am going to do a comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 10.1 versus the Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4. So why don't we get started? And first off, what I wanted to talk about was the similarities of these two devices. They both come in a 16 gig onboard memory model. They both have 2 gigs of RAM. They're both running Android 4.4.2, also known as KitKat, and they both have a WQXGA LCD monitor, screen. Another similarity is that they both have an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera with an LED flash and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera. Another similarity is that they both have a spot for external memory that is capable of holding an extra 64 gigabytes of memory. However, that's pretty much where the similarities stop. For example, the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro has an 8220 milliamp lithium battery, and alternately the Galaxy Tab 8.4 has a 4800 milliamp battery. So it doesn't really affect the battery life just because of the size of each device. They both last about 10 hours for internet use and video playback. I think maybe the 8.4 will last 12 hours on video playback, so not a huge difference there. So when it comes to battery life, they're pretty much neck and neck. The biggest difference that I found with the two devices was in the processor. The Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4 has a quad-core 2.3 gigahertz processor, whereas the 10.1 Samsung has a octa-core processor, and what that actually means is that there's two quad-core processors stacked on top of each other, one of them being 1.9 gigahertz and the other one being 1.3. So this the 10.1 Samsung Galaxy Tab really takes the cake on that. And you might be asking yourself why you would need a processor like that, but to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. But one of the things that I'm thinking is because of things like this e-meeting app. So let me just show you some of the features of this device. Okay, so I want to show you quickly just some of the features that that both of these devices have. So the first one that I want to show you is e-meeting. So this allows you to have a meeting with any of your colleagues, so long as you're on the same local network. So let's say I'm going to create a meeting. We're going to call it Joe's meeting. Done. Okay, so while this is creating the meeting, because the Galaxy Tab 8.4 is on the same network, on the local Wi-Fi network, I am going to join Joe's meeting. It's connected. And there it is right there, as you can see, Joe's meeting. So I will join the meeting. Just for this, I will put that I'm a guest. Now, what this allows us to do is, I'll step back a little bit here, is we can work on the same document, picture, whatever you may have, Excel sheet, whatever, you can work on it together. So what I can do right now is, because I'm I'm hosting the meeting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show my guest here some of the changes that I would like made in my garden. So what I would like is I want to remove these stones here, and as you can see over here now on this device it shows up, so my colleague or my client knows exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Now, as the guest, I'm going to ask if I can start the presentation. Now I have the ability over here to make changes as well, and what I'm going to show is I would like this birdhouse right here removed. I would like that taken out. So again, as you can see, it shows up on the other device. A nice feature if you're working in a business where you're all on the same network. You can have e-meetings and you don't have to be together. I'm not 100% sure if it works on different networks or if you have to be on the local network. I'm pretty sure that you do have to be on the local network though. So cool feature that works on both of the devices, and it really increases productivity within your workplace. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the features of the OS and the UI. So some of the upgrades that Google has made to KitKat is the ability to voice search within Google Now. So I'm just going to quickly show you. If I go over here and if I say to the device, "Okay, Google," as you can see, it quickly opens up the voice search within Google, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's pretty much picking up exactly what I'm speaking. Okay, but I'm going to come back out of there just to show you quickly what else it can do. So, okay, Google, email Edward Richardson. Okay, so as you can see, I can quickly email people. Other things you can do if you're, not with the tablet, but with some of the phones, you can send a text message, you can search any media that you have, so it's a really nice feature. Okay, so in terms of the UI, one of the features that I wanted to show you was the Samsung TouchWiz multi-window. So if you just swipe from the edge here, it will open up a whole bunch of default apps which you can easily switch around just by hitting this button here, and you can edit them. So, but just for the sake of this example, I'm going to open up this and I will play the sample video of the Galaxy Tab, and while that's running, I will open up the Google Hangouts and we'll send a message while it's running. If I can just move this over a bit. So video's running and I am simultaneously sending a text message through Google Hangouts, all through the multi-window option with Samsung TouchWiz. Okay, so I turned the screen brightness way up, and why don't we take a look at how either of these devices look when viewing a movie here. So let's get them started. As you can see, both are really crisp pictures, taking advantage of the new LCD screens. Really good quality, good color contrast. This one actually, surprisingly, just for the viewing of movies or media in general, I think I'd have to give it to the 8.4, just because if you look here, the height of the screen is almost identical to the 10.1, and the width isn't much smaller. So even though you're getting a smaller device, the media that's shown on the screen is almost the exact same size. So for viewing media, I would have to say that the Samsung 8.4 edges out the 10.1 in screen size. For anything else, I mean, I'm a bigger fan of a larger screen, just for the work that would have to get done. Similar to, especially with apps like that e-meeting app that I showed you, you're going to be able to get more content on your screen. So in conclusion, both of these devices are excellent when used for business purposes. However, it's my thought that the GalaxyTabPro 10.1 is a better option, just because of the massive processor that it has, as well as the larger screen real estate. So this is Joe from Mobile North, and make sure you check out the website for all sorts of different news and reviews.